Good morning students, my name is K. Shabir. I am working as English subject teacher in Target School. Now I am going to explain Grand Test 1, subject is English. All of you know that question paper is designed for 100 marks. So in these 100 marks, section A, first section A carries 30 marks. Section A carries 30 marks. So in this section A, 10 marks is for reading comprehension from A reading. Reading comprehension from A reading. 5 questions are given. Each question carries 2 marks. 5 into 10. Next, second passage is either stanza or prose or passage. Either stanza or passage. Here 6 to 8 from B reading stanza 6 to 8. 3 questions are given. Each question carries 2 marks. 3 into 6. Again, one passage is given. From below the passage, 2 questions are given. Each question carries 2 marks. 2 into 4 marks. Total 10 marks. So, passage from A reading 10 marks. Passage from B reading 10 marks. Next, study skill. Study skill. Questions from 11 to 15. Study skill means either bar diagram, pie chart, table, graph or tree diagram is given. Anywhere is given. Below the diagram, there are questions. 5 questions are given. Each question carries 2 marks. 5 into 10. So, from A reading 10 marks, B reading 10 marks, from study skill 10 marks. Total 30 marks. Next, section B, grammar and vocabulary. It carries 40 marks. Questions from 16 to 32. 16 to 32. Total marks 40. Next, section C, creative expressions. Creative expression. In question number 33, there are 2 questions. 2 questions are given and write one. Here in 33 is discourses, either conversation or diary entry. Select one. It carries 10 marks. Next, question number 34, letter or biographical sketch. Select one. Either letter or biographical sketch. It carries 10 marks. Question number 33, write either conversation or diary entry. So whichever is easy to you, write one. Carries 10 marks. Next, question number 34, write either letter or biographical sketch. 20 marks. Creative expression carries 20 marks. Next, question number 35, framing WH questions. Framing WH questions or paragraph about diagram. Paragraph about diagram. 10 marks. The total 30 plus 70, 100 marks. Section A carries 30 marks. Section B 40 marks. Section C total 30. Total 70 marks. Okay, first section A, reading comprehension. This passage is given from the lesson A reading my childhood. So in this passage you have to answer 2 questions in 1 or 2 sentences. Next, third, fourth, fifth questions have options. They have multiple choice. Multiple choice. Here, first question from this passage. What did Kalam inherit from his father? What did Kalam inherit from his father? Kalam inherited honesty and self-discipline from his father. Second question, what did he inherit from his mother? He inherited faith in goodness and deep kindness from his mother. Third question, Kalam describes his 3 friends in detail to convey the message. Answer C. that he did not feel any religious difference during his childhood. Next, question number 4. The sentence, none of us ever felt any difference, shows that answer B. They had social and religious harmony. 5th question. Kalam mentions that all his close friends were from Orthodox Hindu Brahmin families to prove that answer B. Children usually show religious difference. So answer B. 5th answer is B. Next, stanza from B reading. This stanza is given from the poem Or Will the Dreamer Wake? Questions from 6 to 8. 3 questions are given. Multiple choice. They have multiple choice. Each question carries 2 marks, 3 into 2, 6 marks. 6th question. The song thrush makes its nest. Answer B. To hold the birds safe. 7th question. Why would the grandchild never know the song thrush? Answer is C. The bird song thrush would disappear from the earth. 8th question. Who perhaps is the dreamer? Who perhaps is the dreamer? Answer A. The irresponsible and unmindful human being. Next, again, one more passage from the reading. From the lesson, every success story is also a story of great failures. Questions from 9 to 10. 9th question. Fear and doubt short circuit the mind. What does this sentence tell us? Answer A. We should not lose confidence in the face of failures. 10th question. When do we succeed in life? Answer C. Only if we take lessons from the previous experience. Next, study skill. Questions from 11 to 15. So below the diagram, 5 questions are given. Each question carries 2 marks, 5 into 2, 10 marks. 11th question. 11th and 12th questions should be answered in 1 or 2 sentences. 1 or 2 sentences. 11th question. What does the data given in the bar diagram tell us? Answer is the bar diagram. The bar diagram shows section-wise strength. Bar diagram shows section-wise strength. 12th question. Which of the sections has least number of boys? Section C. Section C. 13th question. The total number of students in each section is? Answer A. 14th question. The sections that have the most number of girls are? B. Answer B. 15th question. Choose the true statement among the following. Choose the true statement. Section A. Section A has the most number of students. B. Section C has the least number of students. C. Section B has the most number of girls. So answer is B. Section C has the least number of students. Next, section B. Grammar and vocabulary. Grammar and vocabulary. 16th question. Combine the following sentences using who. The potter went to the battlefield. He was asked to lead the army. Here the first action is the potter was asked to lead the army. Second action is he went to the battlefield. So the correct answer is the potter who was asked to lead the army went to the battlefield. The potter who was asked to lead the army went to the battlefield. Some students wrote the potter who went to the battlefield was asked to lead the army. It is not correct. But the right answer is the potter who was asked to lead the army. The potter who was asked to lead the army went to the battlefield. But it is not the first. Some students wrote the potter who went to the battlefield was asked to lead the army. It is not totally wrong, but it is not relevant. Here the first action is the Potter was asked to lead the army. After he was asked to lead the army, he went to the battlefield. So the correct answer is the Potter who was asked to lead the army went to the battlefield. Next, change the following sentence into passive voice. He is not reading a book. He is not reading a book. Here, in this sentence, subject is he, verb is reading, object a book. It is negative sentence. So not is given. The word not is added. So he is subject, he is not reading, verb, a book, object. So in passive voice, what are the rules? How to change from active voice to passive voice? Object comes in the subject place, subject goes to object place. A book is not being read by him. A book is not being read by him. Here again I explained 16th question, combine the sentences using who. Combine the following sentences using who. The Potter went to the battlefield. He was asked lead the army. The answer is the Potter who was asked to lead the army the Potter who was asked to lead the army went to the battlefield. Here, relative pronoun who refers to the Potter. The Potter went to the battlefield. Main clause who was asked to lead the army. Relative clause. This relative clause. Defining relative clause. Okay, some students wrote the Potter who went to the battlefield was asked to lead the army. It is not totally wrong, but it is not relevant. So it is the correct answer. Next, 17. Change the sentence into passive voice. He is not reading the book. His subject is reading. Subject, verb, object. The verb is in present continuous tense or present progressive. It is an active voice. So when the verb is in present continuous tense or present progressive, in passive voice, a word being is added. A word being is added. First, object comes in the subject place. A book. Now the subject is singular. So take the helping verb is. The book is. Here it is negative sentence. So not. And the word. A book is not being. A book is not being. Next, what is the past participle form of read? while. Add the preposition while. Next, subject goes to object place. Here the subject is he. What is the object of he? Him. A book is not being read by him. So in this way we have to change the sentence from active voice to passive voice. So then the verb is present continuous tense or past continuous tense. Word being is and. Next. Question number 18. Combine the following sentences as: the daughters neglected Abel, so he wanted to marry Mrs. John Sharrox. Here it is adverbial clause of reason. So here we have to add the conjunction as to the first sentence, which denotes reason. The answer is: as the daughters neglected Abel, he wanted to marry Mrs. John Sharrox. Okay, question number 18. The daughters neglected Abel. So I wanted to marry Mrs. John Sharrox. Okay, combine the two sentences using as. Using as. Combine the two sentences using as. Here, the reason. What is the reason? Why did he want to marry John Sharrox? The reason is the daughters neglected Abel. So we have to add the conjunction before the first sentence. As the daughters. Answer. As the daughters neglected Abel. Here you need not use so. You need not use so. As the daughters neglected Abel, he wanted to marry Mrs. John Sharrox. So this is the answer. Next, question number 19. Use prepositions or prepositional phrases. The answer is: he is hard working. In addition to that, he is honest. Second, in spite of his continuous failures, Rajesh did not lose confidence. So question number 19, the first answer, there are two questions. First one is in addition to, and the second one is, second answer is in spite of. Next, question number 20, fill in the blanks with the suitable forms of verbs given in the brackets. Here, question number 20, to denote earlier action, past perfect is used. To denote earlier action, past perfect is used. Here, there are two actions. In question number 20, there are two actions. One is I waited for an hour. Second action is he called me. He called me in. So first action is I waited for an hour. So earlier action should be denoted in past perfect tense. So here there are two blanks. In one blank use had helping verb. In second blank waited past participle. I had waited for an hour before. In second blank, right, called simple past tense. Later action, to denote later action we use simple past tense. So the answer is I had already waited for an hour before he called me in. Next, question number 21. Polite expressions. To give suggestions, advice, we use the modal verb should. Your friend wants to speak English, advise him, her, to watch English films regularly. So what is the answer? My dear friend. So my dear friend, it is not mandatory. My dear friend, you should watch English films regularly. My dear friend, you should watch English films regularly. Question number 22. Change the following into polite request. A student to a stranger, please make way. I want to go to the other side of the veranda. A student to a stranger, please make way. I want to go to the other side of the veranda. Here, to ask more politely, we use the modal verb could. Yes. Could you please make way? Could you please make way? I want to go to the other side of the veranda. Here there is another answer. Would you mind? Would you mind making way? I want to go to the other side. So the correct answer is, easy answer is, could you please make way? I want to go to the other side. Question number 23. What do the following sentence mean? Choose the correct answer. You must appear for Viva OC. You must. Here the modal verb must indicates obligation. So obligation, so in the bracket against the answer obligation B, put the tick mark. Next 2. Shall I bring the box for you? It is offering. We use the modal verb shall to offer something or also a request. Next, question number 24. Read the paragraph and write the synonyms of the underlined words choosing from the words given. Here, first answer, undistinguished means the nearest meaning is plain, and ancestral, inherited. The third, austere. Actually, the meaning of austere means simple, but it is not given. So we can write plain. And next, inessential means unnecessary. Actually, the correct answer is not given here. So add mark, I gave add mark. Next, question number 25. Match the following. Match the following. It is antonyms. Question number 25. Antonyms. So 5, 1, 4, 2. First one is 5. Second one is 1. Third one 4. Next, fourth one 2. Next, question number 26. Question number 26. Fill in the blanks with right form of the words. Right form of the words. So it is content based. This paragraph is given from the lesson. Father had provided for my education. First blank. First answer is education. Second answer, realized. Third answer, truly. Fourth answer, admiration. First answer, education. Second answer, realized. Third answer, truly. Fourth answer, admiration. Next, question number 27, vowel clusters and spelling rules. With IA, OE, AI or EO, vowel clusters it comes. So first answer is pair, P-A-I-R, pair. Second answer shoes, S-H-O-E. So in the first blank A-I, second blank O-E. O-E. Next question number 28. Suffix. Complete the words with correct suffixes. I saw my father gradually receding into the distance. Answer is A and C. Next B. Vangari Mata said that the other is the transformation. T-I-O-N. Next, wrongly spelled word. 4 words are given. In 4 words, so one word is wrong. Identify the wrongly spelled word and write the correct spelling. Private, here, private, the spelling is wrong. P-R-I, answer is P-R-I-V-A-T-E. Next, B, education, conscious, convince, luxurious, L-U-X-U-R-I-O-U-S. Next, question number 30. Dictionary entry. Dictionary entry. Here, read the dictionary entry very carefully. Write the synonyms or idioms. Then answer. Don't answer blindly. First read it very carefully. Here, the questions. How many meanings of the word residence are mentioned in the entry? Here 3 meanings are given. Next, B, second question. Pick out the idiom. So what is the idiom here? In residence. So it is clearly given. Idiom means idiom. In residence. So answer B is in residence. Next, question number 31. Arrange the words under proper heading. Arrange the words under proper heading. Plants, water bodies. So plants, under the column, plants, timber, forest, plants, fodder. Or put the words under plants, timber, forest, plants, fodder. Next, water bodies. What are the water bodies? Stream, ocean, river, spring. Next, question number 32. Match the following. One word substitutes. Actually, one sentence is given wrong. Okay. So the trilogy means a set of 3 films. Culprit. So actually culprit means a person who can do for money. Anything for money. A. Autobiography. C. Life history written by oneself. Portal means an impressive entrance to a building. Some students wrote FDCE. It is also correct because the meaning culprit is not given very clearly. So added mark is added mark. Next, section C, creative expressions. Question number 33, either conversation or diary entry. So whichever is easy, write one. If you feel you can write conversation very easily, so attempt it, or you can attempt diary entry. Next, question number 34, either letter to friend or biographical sketch. So whichever is easy, you write whichever is easy. Next, question number 35. Question number 35, framing WH questions. So if you feel that you can answer question number 35 means framing WH questions, you can attempt or write the para about diagram. Here I read the paragraph. Having walked fast, I was tired. Moreover, I had to cross 2 hills. I had to cross 2 hills. To cross 2 hills. I had to cross 2 hills. So it is underlined. On the way up to the spot, I quickly sat down on a rock. My father laughed at my plight. So, this little distance has tired you. Rest for a while. But we have to be in time for the bus. Father was quiet for some time. He thoughtfully looked at the sun for a moment, and then his eyes fell on the can of homemade wine that I was carrying. Wetting his lips with his tongue, he said in a matter of fact manner, I am thirsty. Now, frame WH questions. First, sentence A, I had to cross two hills. So, adjective phrase. Here, we can frame. First, read the underlined part. After reading underlined part, you also read the part which was not underlined. Which was not underlined. Yes. Here. Adjective phrase, two hills. So, here, to frame WH questions for first question, so we have to use the question word how. I had to cross two hills. First, make it as yes or no question. Had I to cross two hills? Here, how many hills? I had to cross two hills. So, the correct question is, how many hills did I or he, did he have? Here I means the narrator. The narrator. How many? So, the correct answer question is, how many hills did he have to cross? How many hills did he have to cross? So, first question is, how many hills did he have to cross? Next, second, I quickly sat down on a rock. On a rock, it is a prepositional phrase. So, we have to use the question, WH question, where. So, where did I quickly sit? Where did I quickly sit? First, read the underlined part on a rock. Then, read the part which was not underlined. Which was not underlined. Then, frame the correct WH question. So, the question is, where did he sit down quickly? Where did he sit down quickly? Next, two questions over. Third one, on the can of homemade wine that I was carrying on, prepositional phrase, on the can of homemade wine that I was carrying. Next, you also read, then his eyes fell. His eyes fell. So where did his eyes fall on? Where did his eyes fall on? The question is, where did his eyes fall on? The answer